So if you don't know who Kwebbelkop is, I actually don't have a quirky comment or metaphor for this, like I usually do in the intro. If you don't know who Kwebbelkop is, that's fine. I didn't know who he was a few months ago. But if you don't know his recent controversy about AI, you've basically been living under Patrick's rock from SpongeBob, because it has been splurged all over the internet. Every YouTuber's done a video on it. And if you haven't seen a single bit of it, you're either blind, deaf, or you have no internet. But unfortunately this video can't be done in Braille, and I don't know sign language, so we're just gonna have to cope with this. But to give you a little rundown like your mother on the Friday night, Kwebbelkop was mainly a gaming YouTuber that switched up his content and invested heavily in AI, to the point where he wanted an AI to run his whole channel. This meant a majority of his videos would just be the AI talking and would have nothing to do with him. This involved gameplay videos, which he's already released, and he already has kind of like a persona for his AI. His persona basically looking like him if it was in Subway Surfer graphics, and the consistency of the AI's personality being the equivalent of a TikTok influencer.
In today's video, we are going to destroy Minecraft using modded TNT. This video gets pretty explosive.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
To the point where a mouldy, stale piece of bread had more personality and consistency. You know what I'm talking about, basically monkey see, monkey do type personality. Like describing the entire chain of events like you're blind and you can't see anything and they're just trying to describe the overall setting. A good example is like they broke a block in Minecraft and like, oh my god guys, I just broke the block. This is as crazy as that one time a genocide happened. Some shit like that. I'm not very good at imitating these fucknuts. But anyway, it's basically content that kids would mainly lean into. And Kwebbelkop's reason for doing this is basically because everyone has an expiration date. Not to be morbid or anything or make your day already worse than it already is probably. But his basic reasoning was he can't do content creation forever. We all get old. Things change in life and inconvenience us. But Kwebbelkop is trying to basically combat this by getting an AI to do all the work for him. That way it's going to be the same person, same high energy every video. And they're not going to age whatsoever. But my view of the whole situation is he's basically just being lazy. And he's looking for a way to farm content without getting off his ass and hiding it under the excuse like, oh, I want to entertain people for many years longer. I personally don't believe that, but that's just me. Like, how can you say you want to entertain people for longer when it's not even you entertaining people, it's a computer? There's no life or relatability behind that. And unfortunately YouTube is kind of built on that. But with every YouTuber imaginable criticising him, he has stuck to his guns, which you'd think is respectable, but the way he's doubled down and tried to get his point across was just the most awful fuck up I've ever seen. So he started by saying, oh, I've took everyone's feedback in and yeah, I've improved my AI. And in this video, it was actually the AI doing the entire video, it wasn't him whatsoever.
Be accepted and embraced. I thought people would love Kwebbelkop AI as much as I do.
And this was this massive fuck you to everyone. God, look, my AI is so good you didn't even notice. But everyone did notice. There were frames where the mouth didn't match up to the words that were being said, or sometimes the avatar would just look like an absolute demon, just not human-like whatsoever. And once again, people shout on him. And I'm not talking a normal turd, I'm talking left in the toilet of a lunchtime turd. You know one of those shits you find when you go to toilet during class time and it's just there staring at you as soon as you open the cubicle door? I'm going to be honest, most times I found them, I didn't bother flushing them. But yeah, that is the level of disgust people felt towards this AI. And the fact he was doubling down so hard that I don't think he believes in the AI anymore. I think he's just happy people are talking about him and his shitty AI because that'll just get him more views and popularity. Which leads to the next turd nugget that has happened to fall on his face. So if you don't know, OperaGX has a Twitter where they just constantly shit on people and ratio them. And the person running it probably gets minimum wage, but he's happy to just shit on Twitter 24/7, like kind of like a Reddit moderator. And it has to be one of the best desk jobs ever, but one of the worst for your mentality. Being on Twitter that long would obviously degrade anyone's mentality. But anyway, Kwebbelkop is very active on Twitter, which should already send alarm bells in your head. Like, is this person a murderer? Or does this person need a big pack of deodorant with how stinky they probably are? But Kwebbelkop mainly doubles down on his Twitter, just posts anything about AI to try and convince you that the choice he made was a good one, and he's at the forefront of the next generation of AI. Like, he'll share videos of his own AI, which is the most dead fucking... If this was an AI of a person, it is the most dead person I've ever seen.
What is she getting? Looks like she got a big bread. However, it's filled with hot air. And now what is she going to do? She's going to roll it up and... Oh, this looks nice!
Like, this motherfucker loaded up Fallout New Vegas and put absolute zero into charisma. But OperaJX have been kind of shitting on him for his choice and replying under most of his tweets. Yeah, most of the videos he posts are horrible. He keeps posting these videos like they're the next leap in AI when they're absolutely terrible. And Kwebbelkop has been coping hard, like posting pictures like blocking out the haters type shit. That is from like 2013. I am so old, Jesus. But OperaGX have always been in the replies to roast the fuck out of him. Like under a video where he said, "Oh, this is my grandparents." OperaGX basically displayed it like he was talking to himself. And under another post where he said, "This is my AI girlfriend," which is already just a terrible tweet, OperaGX swoops in and basically says, "You both need to go to fucking therapy."
Someone cooked here.
And at this point, Kwebbelkop has had enough. OperaGX have been clowning on him for too long. Probably had to refer to some of his AI friends to get a good comeback. A comeback that would probably bankrupt them, probably make sure no other YouTuber works with them again for a sponsorship. One that would make the person that is getting paid to post these tweets just instantly shit their pants and disintegrate. So what did he choose? What linguistic technique would he use to destroy his opponent? So much that it would be described for years in history. He said ratio. This motherfucker tried to ratio OperaGX, which is the equivalent of trying to beat a Dark Souls boss with a fucking toothpick. And you're probably wondering, where's the evidence of this? There is no evidence. He removed it after he only got 4 likes on his reply. I swear the post was up for like 5 minutes after I saw it, so there's no history for this wherever I look. So you're just gonna have to trust my schizophrenic self, and just trust that it happened. In my imagination, obviously. But despite that, Kwebbelkop's Twitter is just complete copium, and everyone is just taking a massive dog shit on him. There is nowhere this man can be safe, even with an AI. I have a feeling quite soon he's going to go into the pits of insanity and have a tea table with just computers with AI personalities on it. I mean, it already seems like that when he's saying he has an AI girlfriend and AI grandparents. What's next, an AI father figure? The dream community are going to love that one. Just another important point, he has had multiple people working on this AI. It's not just him working on it, he's hired teams of people to work on this AI to make it what it is today. And he also hires editors to edit all his videos and put them together, and then publish to YouTube. All of this probably costing a lot. Now he's doing this all in the name of content, like he wants to be able to make content even when he's not alive possibly. But he has all of these people making the content for him. Like, he's not editing his own videos anymore, he's not making this AI by himself. He probably has no input on the AI whatsoever except for him saying what he wants. And he's preaching he wants to make YouTube videos long past his expiration date to entertain people. But one, he's taken all the fun out of YouTube by kind of making it like a business where everyone else is doing the work for him, and maybe sometimes he'll appear on camera. And yeah, YouTube definitely is a business to some people, but he's taken all the fun out of creating that entertaining content for people. Others are just making the content for him under his YouTube username. And my second point being, he says he wants to entertain people, but people just aren't enjoying the AI, and people have told him this, but he's still doubling down and saying he's committed to this route because I personally think it's easier to make that content once an AI is making that shit for you. He has to put no effort in, and I think that's what this is all about. He doesn't have to put effort in to make this content. He doesn't even have to be there when the AI is fully functioning. It's not about entertainment, it's about him being a lazy fuck. But that is just my opinion on the matter. That's basically it for this video. Bye-bye, and enjoy this meme.
Give them a nice, safe release. You know, here in North Carolina, we like to respect wildlife.